everyone, Musings by Monifa back at you. I decided to show my face today because I feel like I needed to be a little bit more courageous. This is the year of courage for me. Um, so what I wanted to do, I wanted to come on today to talk about or just give an update on the energy shifts that are happening currently and some of the things that we need to be aware of. I know that I did a previous video, the 6 things to look out for, or 6 things to do during the energy shift when things are feeling kind of woozy, right? And a lot of that was like relationships. It was about relationships, it was about community, it was about finding your passion, it was about being in the now, in the present, giving that, you know, just bringing that nostalgia back, looking within yourself, finding out what you would want to do with your, I guess, your life. You know what I'm saying? Like working a job 9 to 5, is that really, really what you want to do? Or do you want to follow your passion? Or can you do both and be happy? Perhaps your job is your passion. Um, but those were some of the takeaways from last video. But I wanted to do an update because there is a change of the seasons that are coming, right? I did pull 6 cards, and I'm just like, 6 is good enough. I was thinking that it would be another 6 things to do, but it feels like some of the cards were explaining each other with this go round. So I am going to go ahead and get into it, jump into it. I'm going to be reading a little bit because I did take notes. I may do a little bit of ad lib or whatnot. But here you go. Let's do it. The first card that I get is, first let me tell you guys. Oh my God. So I found a new deck at Marshall's. Okay, love this deck. I love this series. It is, drum roll please, Buffy, the Vampire Slayer deck. I was clocking this on Amazon, like I think earlier this year, and I just happened to be going to get a suitcase from Marshall's, and that's where I saw it. And I was like, oh my God, thank you, universe. I appreciate it. So, yeah. Okay. So let me get to the first card. And this is amazing too, because the spiritual group that I belong to, I had put this out there on our like little chat site, and there was this series. Okay, so Buffy, you have Buffy, and then there's this one episode. Of course, they had like the musical episode, but that was kind of my favorite. But the best episode ever was an episode called Hush, and it was like these beings that were dressed in black, and I'm gonna show you the card in a minute because it shows you exactly what they look like. And they were just like floating, and they were taking people's voices. I have to watch that over again. I really, really do. I enjoyed it that much. I was like, this has got to be the best episode ever. I was wowed. I was floored, and I was amazed. I was like, how did they pull this off on a series? Like, how much money did they spend on this episode? Like, seriously. So, the first card that I got is the Death card. So, you see, that's exactly how they looked. That's exactly how they looked in the series, in that episode. So, with this particular card, this is about the change of seasons, right? And basically a portal opening up. I feel like Well, yeah, like I said, we're around between the 21st through the 23rd of September, ushering in the fall equinox, right? There'll be some sinister energy going around. So you got to be careful to shield your thoughts, your heart, and your emotions, okay? And also because of in the episode where it said, where, where they were pulling people's like voices out so they couldn't speak. The episode is called Hush for a reason. So they were pulling it out. You got to think about it as your throat chakra, right? And being able to speak up for yourself, right? So in this particular case, you need to start speaking up for yourself. You have to make that transition, make that change to be able to do that. Because in the coming years, you're going to need it. You are going to need this skill. So just be very cautious, right? Protect your spirit, protect your emotions, protect your heart, and learn to speak up for yourself. Okay? Second card that I get is the Three of Cups. Okay? With this particular cup, be sure to celebrate life. Okay? We are all here in such a beautiful time in history. So when I watch like movies like E.T. and let me see, what's another one? I know I have it listed here. Yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, right? Or Stranger Things. You see a bunch of people coming together, like at one moment in time, on the same side, defeating something, right? That is amazing. That's some amazing stuff, right? To be there, to be chosen at that moment to come together with others so that you could, like, you know, kick ass. so, so it's kind of like that. Celebrate. Celebrate where you are now. Celebrate, your your soul group, who you came here with to do your mission with, um, kicking some spiritual ass. You know what I'm saying? Because we are in the spiritual warfare. There's no doubt about that. None whatsoever. It's a beautiful thing to be a part of something. Celebrate yourself and celebrate each other. Okay? Third card I get is Mr. Xander, right? This is the King of Stakes card, okay? This is about knowing who you are, right? And your mission in life, just like this previous card here. It's about your mission and the mission of your soul group, right? So celebrate, you have to celebrate your wins and even celebrate the losses because you always learn from those losses as well, okay? So, you know, in my last reading, I had a lot of like wandy cards, right? And it was like about passion and purpose and things like that. This is kind of saying the same thing. And it's to me it feels like it's saying that you're almost there. You know, um it's about pursuing the passion in your life. This is about rising up in your power as the king of stakes, right? Um you notice that Xander is not on the bus, with the rest of the kids. He is standing in his individualism, right? No more instruction is needed, or any group dependence is needed. He understands who he is, what his mission is, and what his purpose is. So hopefully you are all in Xander's place at this moment, right? Or you find yourself getting there. You know it's happening. You know that there's a transformation happening and you are getting there, okay? Fourth card I get is the Knight of Stakes. Okay? So with the Knight of Stakes, it's time to make your move, really, essentially. You know, move forward and enjoy your experience. I feel like with this camera, I feel like this is an enjoyment type of thing. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you could be treading in because of all this. You see all this crazy stuff on the wall. You may be feeling like you're treading on unknown territory, like you don't know what to expect, and you may have a little bit of fear, but don't doubt yourself because your passion will move you forward. Okay? The fifth card I get is King of Pentacles. And this to me is like about foundation and stability, you know. Um it's kind of like a different kind of foundation and stability to me, other than you would see for the Emperor. With this, you know, it's about, I feel like this is about belief systems here, right? You have the crosses up there, but then you have the pentacles. And the pentacles in this particular case is not so much about money as it is about moving into spirituality. Okay? So it is always good to master the tools that you have and the tools that you gain. Okay? So for example, to me, I feel like this is philosophical in a way. And I feel like you can use a practice from here to get with your desired results. And you can also use a practice from here to get to your desired results. Okay? So it's time to be smart and learn how to efficiently use philosophical tools in order to get where you need to be. It's part of being a multi-dimensional person, okay? It's part of being a multifaceted and multi-dimensional person. We're headed that way anyway, so you might as well just go ahead and get a head start. Pull from here, pull from there, pull from whatever you need to get you through these energy shifts. Master it, okay? The last card I get is the Ace of Stakes. And this is where, because of you learning how to master those philosophical tools, this will lead to opportunity. Okay? You'll become a much better problem solver, right? And this also gives you the opportunity to lead others as well. For those who are stuck on that one dimensional level of philosophy. Okay? So I did pull a stone for the spread. So the stone that Spirit has spoken on is Rhodonite. And Rhodonite is about forgiveness. It goes hand in hand with this as well, with the Death card. Let go of things that no longer serve you. Forgive. Forgive. Most importantly, not only forgive others, but forgive yourself. Erykah Badu had this song called Bag Lady, right? Remember that song? It started off so slow. I was like, God dang, like this song is really, really slow. I need it to just like move it up a little bit of notches, you know what I'm saying? But when it did, when it got to that like the bridge and at the very end, she was like, ooh, that is like one of my favorite songs, right? Bag Lady. You got too much bags. Where you going with all them bags? You're not vibrating any higher, right? If you don't forgive, you're holding on to bags, okay? And that, my dear, will keep you from vibrating higher. So work on vibrating higher via forgiveness, okay? Now, I want to share with you too. Um, I know the last video I did on the energy shifts, right? I was like, well, you need garnet. That's for bravery. This is what I scored me some garnet. I did. But this again is asking for rhodonite, right? So for this shift, you would need rhodonite just so that you can kind of cleanse, uh, via forgiveness, so that you can become lighter in your load, right? So you get your rhodonite, right? Get one of these bad boys, right? This is skin friendly. It does not break me out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a necklace basket. So all you got to do is just pull it on out and just place another crystal or a stone in there and pull it back. So all you got to do. This is, I'm trying to tell you, you will need to get this, because if you don't get this, well, I guess you can just buy a necklace with pre-made stones or whatever. Um, but I think this works pretty good, especially if you want to save some money. You could just go get a 80-cent stone or a dollar something stone and just pop this baby in here, and it is good as any other necklace with the same stone, you know? So, guys, I just wanted to, you know, give you a little bit of enlightenment on the energy shift that's currently happening and that it's soon to happen, especially during that fall equinox time. So, on that note, musings out.